all 5 of you that are watching because we're a daytime show. Welcome to Stream War Pros. Woo! We're back.
Yeah,
We're
so
feeling
daytime
excited.
show, we are Ellen. We are
That's
the
right.
View. We
We're the talk. We're the talk. The
the talk,
chew.
the
We're,
chew, the red
we're,
table talk.
we're
The
gonna be
red
competing
table
with
talk.
Kelly Clarkson soon.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's taking over for
There's.
Ellen.
Yep.
Oh, but
Yeah.
I thought she
Yes,
had. I thought she had her own show too.
she did, but I guess they're gonna move her up to that 4 p.m. time slot.
Well, way to go, America's first idol. Good for her.
Kelly. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah.
Kelly
Yeah, I know. And
Clarkson.
Ellen,
Yes.
after 19 seasons, should be adios.
I
That's
mean,
crazy.
after what she went through, it would be really hard to come back from that. Like
Yeah, it was rough.
especially all of that. It was a little rough. But hello everyone. We're here for a super short stream war because it's a Wednesday, not our usual recording day, and we've been a tad late because of some pretty amazing news. Not all one person or another person. We all pretty much stunk at keeping the schedule. But I would like to introduce myself, co-host, right? But I have other co-hosts that are just as wonderful. Gia, say hi. Tell them
Hello.
what. Tell them why we didn't record. Tell them.
Sure. Okay. So my fault. I'm the asshole. I'm so sorry. But I was actually in an off-Broadway comedy show last Friday. We were supposed to be doing our show with you all. So it was great. It was at the Players Theater in New York City, downtown. Seriously, right next to the Comedy Cellar. My mind was blown. And if the show is called Bragging Rights, please follow them on Instagram or us because I'm part of the team now. And it's just the coolest guy. Like Matt Algazzini, he's the creator. The show was once a month at the People's Improv Theater on the main stage, on the Striker stage. But unfortunately, the main stage had to close because of COVID. But thanks to Matt and some awesome producers, Jackie and Stephanie, they found an off-Broadway theater. So they're still trying to figure out like what our home is. But as of right now, like that was the first show that they had back in person. And I replaced someone, and it was really fun. And you all would love it because this show is all about stream wars and bragging rights. I'll show you right here. It's a war too. Honestly, our logo is very similar, and I never saw this logo before we made ours. And basically, it's a red team versus a blue team, and each team does 3 sketches that you rehearse for, and then the audience votes, and it's 2 judges, and then like they all this out of a vote of 3, then people decide who the winner is. So
That's
it's a good time.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
it's really
It does sound though like you're getting an edge over myself and Nardo though, already battling before. So I mean, I feel like we're gonna have to pick up the pace here. I feel intimidated now. I don't know if I'm ready for today.
I know. Now I think we're gonna lose. That's not cool. I mean, it is for you, but not for the rest of us.
well. I have to say, my team did not win, so I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
redeem myself. So it's not that I'm not on a streak per se, but I'm in that zone. So we'll see. All right, David, you're on.
Um,
Well, I mean, I don't have much going on. I was gone for a while. This is probably like my second show, I think, since like April. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad to be back and hopefully going strong from here forward.
Well, what have you been up
I
to?
believe you will be.
What have I been up to? Being extremely sick with COVID. And currently, now that I got back, been working a lot more because the cruise lines are making that push now to come back, hopefully
So
next month. So,
what I'm hearing is discounts. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
shoot, you already know. We got to
Yeah.
get that PCP cruise going.
PCP cruise. Oh my god. Can you imagine all of us on a boat?
Uh,
Oh yeah.
I'm already worried. I feel like a few of us might be quarantined in their cabin because of reckless abandon on the ship. So we'll see. I feel like Steve's gonna have his hand full.
I believe that too. He's probably gonna have to put what do you call it? Like it's like a little thing that you put to find your keys around the room, but on all of us, so he can find us because he knows we'll like wander. So just to catch everybody up to speed, we're back with another stream war. Basically, this past month and a half, we've decided to dedicate ourselves to a specific service and come at their defense against each other. And we're just going to kind of get straight into the war because we've waited so long, and we promised maybe another little special short show at the end of June, so that way come July we're coming back to the traditional format. So today's networks are going to be Hulu, Netflix, and HBO Max. Those are the three. I think last time we recorded, Hulu wasn't in the game, right? It was a Netflix, Apple TV, right? I
Apple
think
TV.
was Gia, and Netflix again, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Netflix, I feel like it's like a bit of an OG. Okay, so as before, the way it works is that each of us gets. I think we settled on 3 minutes, but I think we 3 minutes, right? A little bit under three. If okay, each of us got 3 minutes to defend our network. For those of us that fall under the 3 minutes, it then shows the hierarchy of who the top two are. So, for example, if Gia would have gone to 3 minutes, she's in first place. If David would have gotten to 2.5, he's in second. If I would have had two, I would have had third.
Did we lose her?
Nardo has frozen in time, much like the Disney movie.
Letting it
Frozen.
reboot.
Oh,
Is it rebooting? It's rebooting.
She's coming
Am
back.
I coming back yet?
Yep.
I'm coming
I
back.
can hear you.
I'm back.
There you go.
Right?
She's
I
back.
don't hear
Yes.
you guys. Oh no.
you can.
Technology,
Good.
you gotta love it.
Oh, before we start, right here from the boss saying, to you, Gia.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I think she took herself out for the moment.
okay. Yes, she's back. Yes, so 3 minutes each.
Hello, hello. No.
Oh,
We can hear you, but we can't see you. We are sorry for these technical difficulties.
here she
I
is.
think I'm back.
She's back. I think she's back.
Sorry guys. In case you didn't know, I am at work, so the Wi-Fi here is a little bit, meaning that it's okay. So, as I previously said, I hope someone was heard. Whoever gets the closest to 3 minutes, the top two fight each other, and the third person should be the fight back. With that being said, should we? How are we gonna pick who goes first?
What?
Who
What was that?
Last time, I think one. No,
Just
Nardo
one
won.
last time.
Okay.
I didn't win.
Do you want to go first then?
I guess
You sound a little far away, but you're
let me
coming
try
through.
this one more time. I took them off to see if they're hearing.
Yeah, you sounded great with the headphones.
Are we better? Are we okay?
Much better, much better.
Beautiful. Everyone can hear your lovely voice.
Yay! Okay, awesome. Okay, so here we go. David, are you going to do our timer and funny noise if we ever figured out how to do it?
Yep, that's it.
Yes, I got you. I got you covered.
All right, here
Just
we
let me
go.
know when you're ready.
I am gonna pull
okay.
up. I didn't take notes, but I thought I did.
Let me know when you're ready so I can give you the countdown.
All right, you can give me the countdown. Starting. Okay, starting now.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so why should you dedicate yourself to Hulu? Well, let's start with one show that I definitely want to highlight because it takes you back to the 90s, and that's Cruel Summer. So, Cruel Summer, major big thing on Freeform. And the reason why it's been doing so significantly, I think I'm off again. Am I off again? Nope. Okay, just making sure. All right. So the reason why it's been doing pretty amazing is because it is a 90s callback super mystery show. Originally, it goes on Freeform, but you can watch it on Hulu as soon as it airs the day before. So Cruel Summer is basically about the disappearance and reappearance of the super popular girl Kate and the girl Jeanette, who actually has something to do with it. We don't know exactly what Jeanette's involvement is, but slowly we start to see an onion happen. Little layers start to get pulled. And we see that as soon as Kate goes missing, suddenly Jeanette is the super popular girl. So that basically means that she kind of like stole her life, but then Kate comes back. And that's not getting rid of anything or any crazy like thing that I'm getting out there. Cruel Summer, then what it does is that it goes between the year that Kate disappeared, 1993, the year that Jeanette was the new Kate, 1994, and the year that they're actually going to trial with each other in 1995. The other really, really cool thing is that coming and playing both Kate and Jeanette's friend is Harley Quinn Smith. And this is her first series debut. She's done other films, like she did Yoga Hosers. She had a small role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And I think that it's really great to see her call back to things that her dad has done. Like, for example, there's a cute little callback to Clerks, and she's the one that's involved with it. But the show is really good. It's really good with keeping the mystery alive. It can be a little campy and kind of like out there, but in the same respect, I think it does a really good job of re-establishing grooming, especially during kidnapping situations. And in this time and day and age, I think the way they explain it makes a little bit more sense than kind of the crazy way current generation does it. The other thing that Hulu has that I think is pretty amazing, but I've only seen bits and pieces of, is Love Victor, which is the series that is a spin-off from Love Simon, which was an amazing movie back in 2000 so and so. So far Hulu has really been doing really well with bringing different types of series to the forefront. Lastly, we do have American Ninja Warrior coming in Hulu, which is pretty fun. And I think that's a nice like background show that we always have in the house, because every time like you walk by, it's like you watch it and it's there and it's cool. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me and Hulu.
Woo! All right, very compelling argument, bro.
I
love there it
Oh,
is.
I was pretty close. Cool.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
you did it.
All right, so
You
I
were
think
at the three. I started yours like 5 seconds later by accident.
okay, awesome. So far, awesome, great. Who's gonna go? I think I had fought against David last time. So David, you want to go second?
That is absolutely fine. Let me change the banners here. Put me on the clock. Okay. So I'll count myself down. Unless you ladies want to, count me down.
I'll count you down.
Yeah.
Yes. 1 second. Okay. Hold on. 3 minutes and 3, 2, 1. Scared.
All right. So the streaming service that I had for this month of May was Netflix. I came back. I wanted to avenge my very, very questionable defeat on episode 2. And the show that I picked was called, and it's so funny that the one that Nardo picked seems very similar to the one that I picked, and it's called Who Killed Sarah? It is, I believe it's a Mexican mystery thriller, and it's sort of, let's say, like a not House of Cards, a money heist where you could see it English dubbed, or they have it where you can use the subtitles, but they are speaking Spanish. And the whole premise of the show is that this gentleman, his name is Alex, he's getting out of jail for supposedly murdering his sister by accident. Him and then it flashes back and forth, so you get a real look at it. But he didn't kill her. What happened was that him, his friends, the sister's boyfriend, they all went out on a boat because the friends have a lot of money. They went out on a boat and they were parasailing. And Sarah goes on, and then the harness breaks and she falls right into the water. Starts bleeding, gets like a concussion. She ends up dying at the hospital. The rich family, is trying to protect their kids and all that, and has the son, well, not the son, the brother, Alex, take the blame for him, and are kind of like, look, don't worry about it. We got you. We'll take care of your mom, because his mom is currently going through dialysis. And we're telling him that they're going to get him out in a couple months. He ends up in jail for, I think it's over 18 years. And in jail, he's like basically plotting how to get, prove first off who killed who, and get his revenge on his family. So it starts off him getting out, him getting all this money from someone, and figuring out who did what. And you start seeing the flashbacks of, okay, this person might have done it, and then you're like, okay, this person had a motive, and it goes, the whole first season's like that, and then the end of season one, everything you thought, you're like, no, no, no. It's something completely different. There's another twist. I'm not gonna reveal it to anybody, but there's another twist. And season two, I'm currently still on, and it almost feels exhausting watching this show because how much is going on, but you're still invested. Where you're like, okay, I want to see where this is going, where this other arc came from, and let's just say if you thought you had a messed up family, yeah, this family of the, I want to say this right, of their last name is Lascano, have a really fucked up family. Excuse my French, but yeah. So that is my choice, and I did it for myself. That was my choice. That my Netflix series show was Who Killed Sarah, and I'm telling you, I binge watched that whole first season in one day, and it almost felt like nothing. But at season two, I was like, okay, wait, I need a break. I feel like physically exhausted from watching the show.
That was awesome.
Sure, yeah. Well, all my friends keep talking about Who Killed Sarah. I definitely have to check it out.
Yeah.
The show that I kind of thought about, like again, it was funny because Nardo had another like killer show. The show that it kind of reminds me of was sort of what's this? Not Gossip Girl. What's the other one that they Pretty Little Liars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, is
Like
it? Does it have
that.
like a international Pretty Little Liars vibe?
A little bit because you think because there's someone that's like helping him out all through season one on the phone that is like, oh, so and so didn't kill him. This is, and then they give him like information, but then they leave. So
Right.
it
Like
kind of has like that feel.
Who Killed Sarah? Yeah.
okay. So who killed
Cool.
Sarah? Okay.
Yep. I do kind of miss that vibe. I get back into that. Okay.
Right. And where was the original language? What country are they in? Spain?
Mexico, so it's Spanish.
Mexico.
Cool.
Oh,
Nice.
I was
Yes.
gonna say because I thought for a minute it was Spain because of Money Heist was Spain, right?
Yeah.
Spanish people, we just always knocking it out of the park.
We know how to make a novella. That's what it is.
Exactly.
All right, Gia.
All right.
Are
Are you
you
ready?
ready?
All right, here we go. Yes. All right. So, by process of elimination, I'm sure you have figured out that mine is HBO Max. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah. Is it going already?
All right, I got you. In three,
Okay. Okay.
2, 1.
All right, HBO Max, here we go. So the mine is definitely bleeding from May into where we are now in June. And I have to say, HBO Max is reading my mind with everything that I like, different movies that kind of come into my head, whether it's in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, different movie quotes that we all get during the day. And they're available. It's wonderful. You know, the quick Google search. Like, oh, I wonder if this is on anywhere. It's like, yep, just released today. Boom, thank God. So the first thing, of course, is the Friends reunion. Now, if you are a Friends super fan, if you're kind of a fan, if you just want to check it out because you know what a huge phenomenon it is, and you are an American, you're a person who loves entertainment, you want to watch the Friends reunion. You really do. On no matter what spectrum you're on with the show. It really was gorgeous to watch. It hit every mark it could possibly have. It talked about, well, the coolest part was the intro and how they brought everybody on to have them all be in the same room again. They hit everything from casting to dating to how it affected everybody internationally. And it has all the stats too on the show as well. It's been streamed over, I think, I might get the number wrong, but I think it was 250 billion times. It's unbelievable. So definitely check out the Friends reunion. It'll make you cry, even if you're not a 90s kid. So watch that. Also, on June 1st, The American President came out for all my fellow Sorkin fans. If you watched The Trial of Chicago 7 from the Oscars this year, this is one of his more romantic movies from 1995. So let me check that out. That's with Michael Douglas and Annette Bening. And what's his name? Oh my God, I'm sick, by the way. That's why I can't think of anything right now. Martin Sheen, who played the president in The West Wing. So it's funny because he was the chief of staff in The American President, and then he became the actual president, which is great. You also have The Conjuring that came out June 1st. You also have all the Harry Potter movies available, no problem, no extra cost. That happened on June 1st too. How to Be Single, Christmas Vacation, The Pink Panther, 1964, 2006, and Pink Panther 2009. If you quote The Pink Panther every day, like me, put the positive to the negative, the negative to the positive. There you go. And I'm trying to think what else. There's so much. Victoria, if you want a musical. You have Wedding Crashers, The Wedding Singer. It's hitting all the bases, you guys. Late 90s, early 2000s, pretty perfect. Clueless is on there too. Rizzoli Niles, I'm not sure what season, but something for Real Virgin. All of the movies that all of us at Pop Culture Pros love. So if you want to get back into it, I highly recommend seeing what else too. There is, I know I still have time. The Green Mile is on there. Just Married, Miss Congeniality. Let's see. Rat Race or Root Race, if you like to pronounce it that way. Take Me Home Tonight. This Is 40. I'm done. That's my list.
Way to pull through there at the end.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you're like A, B, C, D, 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 D.
That's
Like-
me. I gotta fill the time.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna front though. I think I think I'm gonna make a bit of an executive decision here. So like me and David, I said David. I don't know why. David, we have fought before, and I think I'm gonna bow out of this one simply because I do want to hear about how Gia is gonna defend the Friends. I haven't seen it for a specific reason. Okay, wait. Let me explain why. So me and my best friend, one of my best friends, Stephanie, me and her were Friends was like a thing of our group and everything. So when it first came out, we couldn't see it together, and we refused to see it until we saw it together. She might have saw it because she has a hard time with that, but I haven't seen it at all. So I wouldn't be able to wouldn't be able to go against it. Also, the fact that my show is a lot like David's, and I don't want to have.
Right. True.
Plus, I think you two hit time, right? Both of you hit time.
We all did. We all hit.
We all hit exactly time. Okay, so I'll make the executive decision of being able, and plus, as a past winner, I want to go ahead.
You know what it is? You just did not want to go up against Friends, and I get it.
Yeah, that's basically it. I just didn't want to.
This is gonna be rough. I already know.
Okay, so but the good thing is I'm going to re-explain to our audience basically how this works. So they have about a minute each to get into the argument as to why they're better than said network, and then that means that they have an additional minute to the additional minute is for the other person to rebuttal. Okay, so it's another 2-minute segment. First person says, this is why this is better than this network. And then the second person, this is why you're wrong. So it really is about, the prosecutor and the defendant here. And I get to be, the judge. And then after that.
But also, I would love for, the audience to chime in and see who you pick.
Exactly.
Who do you think won or has the better streaming service for the month of May?
But you're going to have to hold on to that until they give their actual arguments, and then you can jump into it, on it, above it, whatever you want. It's daytime television. Things are wacky here.
I would love for David to go first.
Again, me? I started it. But okay, I was going to say ladies first, because I am a gentleman, But, all right, let's... All right. I will go first then. I'll count myself in 3, 2, 1. All right. So the reason my streaming service should win is because, let's be real, Friends is old. No one's watching Friends anymore. Even when it's on reruns on TBS, they show it now at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because no one's watching that anymore. So to watch, a bunch of people that are all old, come back. It's like it's all right. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch something new, something fresh. So that's why I feel like Who Killed Sarah is something fresh. It's something new. Yeah, if you've seen your share of novellas, but Netflix keeps hitting it out of the park with these originals, and they're not even made here. That's what I think is even more impressive. It's a Mexican one that they made over there. Bunch of new actors. One of them, the only one that I kind of recognized was because I used to watch this show when I was younger called Rebelde, and he was on it. And I really do think that Netflix had a better option. I feel like Who Killed Sarah had a better option than just 1 hour and 45-minute episode that you could have seen, or maybe you didn't really have to see.
All right.
There you go.
Okay, right. So that's
Very interesting.
valid. Fresh, old, fresh and old and fresh. Okay, I got
I
it.
get it. Okay.
I was reaching. I'm just gonna say that.
No, that was a good.
Don't
See, but
don't
you
admit.
also put me in that position because if I say that the show, like, I'm not into the show, then I'll be racist. So thanks for that.
2021. 2021.
Just kidding. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
All right, in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Now, while I totally hear David and I totally hear wanting to have fresh new things and to be introduced to new cultures and new different ways of seeing shows, the thing is, that's what Netflix is for. It really is meant to have a lot of original series, but HBO Max wasn't necessarily having the streaming service for that purpose. And the thing is, with HBO Max, there was a huge need, a huge want on social media for a Friends reunion, and HBO Max was the one to actually do it and to make people happy. So they listened to what the consumers wanted, and they gave it to us, and I think that was really cool. It's not a matter of whether it's a show that's new or old. It's about honoring a classic show, and that's what's wonderful about these more sophisticated networks, just like HBO or even NBC. You could argue with different events that they have. That's really what it was about. It's about a specialty, not about just like new content versus old content. And the way that they did it was awesome. And I think this is a way of documenting television, and that's exactly what we're all here to do. There you go. That's
Okay. I
Alright,
dropped
so
my
I think
scrunchie in that one.
I think what we need to add to this is like like a final word, since now we both heard each other's arguments, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so should we do like a final word phrase, or do you want to do like just one final word?
like a final word, like I have one more thing, and then she'll have one more thing.
Okay. 30
First-
seconds. 30 seconds.
First off, wow, so Netflix isn't sophisticated enough for folks. Wow, wow. I see. You're attacking. My brand here. But no. I get what you're saying. I will leave the floor to you.
Thank you. No, I'm not saying that's how sophisticated. I'm saying that just because HBO and NBC, like, those are actual networks, and Netflix is its own entity. Of course, I love Netflix. If it wasn't for Netflix, none of us would be here talking about streaming wars. They started the whole game in the first place. I love Netflix, and they're all about like different documentaries and different ways of showing us different things. And I think culture-wise, they're very much they're very progressive where they should be. But in this case, I just think HBO is really listening to their consumers, and where Netflix is kind of telling us what we want. So there's a difference there.
Okay, I honestly, I mean, okay, that is a very grown-up argument. I appreciate that, Gia, because you're like, it's not like, I like that Netflix tells you what you want, but HBO hears what you want.
Right.
Yeah, but then they also gave us 4 hours of a crap movie that people wanted to see.
Well, you're just saying that because
an hour and 45 minutes. It was shorter. It's shorter.
No, not the Fred Review. I'm talking about Justice League.
Justice League.
Oh, okay.
To be fair though, David. To be fair, David, it seems like Netflix is just gaslighting, and it's 2021, and that's not okay.
I agree.
No, okay. So, as the ultimate decision, it's very hard because I really like, it's not just because of Friends, but I do like Gia's argument about like, a variation within it However, I really was, I was a sucker for Money Heist, and I really like that show. And it seems that like this one is similar to that. And I always kind of love a good mystery, but wedding singer. So I'm just gonna go with Gia. I,
Thank you.
Gia's gonna win this.
I
Gia's gonna win this. Okay,
won. Yay,
Uh,
I
like
thank
I
think
you.
Gia's gonna
said,
win this.
Thank
And
you,
it's
Nardo.
not all she needed was 5 seconds equals friends. The end. That's very true.
It is.
No,
Yeah.
but I
So
will say
please no, it was not a cheap win. I really did think about this.
it was not. It was
Yes.
not a
no,
cheap
no,
win.
I didn't say it was a cheap win at all. I'm saying there was no argument to it. I really was reaching, and exactly when you could have stopped at friends, and that would have been an automatic win. I was literally reach. I watched it. I loved it. I couldn't say anything to
Look,
really defend myself.
and I will say this. Look, I will say this. You held your own, David. You always did,
You
because I
did.
love what David does is that he comes in and he insults you even if he disagrees, and that is what a real defendant does. You know you committed that murder, but I'm
Yep.
not here for that. I'm here to defend you. And you
It's
know
true.
what? That stand-up guy,
Yes.
daytime television sweetheart, right there.
I salute to David.
I salute to your failures. We.
Back to back losses.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what? I think what was it? Michael Jordan was the one that said something like you have to do a jump shot or whatever at least 35 times. Whatever. I'm just saying you'll get there. Like
Well, now that puts us all in the win column. We've all won once.
Hey, great! Finally, we've done this
there you
3 times
go.
already.
All right.
We've done this 3 times.
I know 3 times.
All
Three
right,
times, but you
awesome.
know what? Fourth time is going to be a charm because we're going to come back. We're going to give you guys a little something extra special that we've been discussing as a group, another super short show, daytime television's favorite spot. Before we leave, though, I'm going to do really quickly because Gia does got to go. Some of the episodes and other shows you should be looking out for on PCP. If you haven't had a chance, go out and vote on what we should call our fans. PCP Junkies, I think, is the one that's leading so far, which is very interesting. But late night's favorite TV host, the A to Z program with Eric and David.
Hey,
Then
Tim.
there's the Just Too Sweet show, needs to be coming its way back. The Four Quarter show, I know will be slowly coming back as well. Put it in the book show with Seth Rodriguez and producer Joe. Granny's Peach Tea. I know you guys are going to have a lot to talk about because of Loki. The Empire 161 show, which is Yankees and Star Wars with Tim and Ed, and the big heavy hitter right underneath the H Z show, the Jader and Kyle show, which after the big news that Kyle gave, I don't know, man. He's going to move to New York. He's going to get a huge head. He better not forget who we are. Gia won't let him.
He won't, because Kyle's gonna be my roommate. Okay, and Tim are gonna hang out. Hi, Tim. No, he's not gonna get a big head. Not with me. Don't you worry.
Well, I don't know. You're gonna start being on Broadway, so once you're like almost there. So who
That's
knows
true.
who's gonna get the bigger head first? That's gonna be the real thing.
Not me.
Honestly. So is there anything else we want to plug?
Yes.
Anything else we want to plug?
I have something, if that's okay. So speaking of Broadway, if anybody wants to hang out with a Tony Award nominee, come hang out with my best friend, my boyfriend David, and I on Friday night. We are having a live interview / jam session with J. Robert Spencer. He was nominated for Next to Normal. I'm sure everyone's heard of that amazing musical Next to Normal. He was also in the original Broadway cast of Jersey Boys. So we're going to be talking about Jersey Boys, and he's going to be playing some covers and some original songs. It's going to be pure summer vibes. So on Friday night, even if you're out, just tune in. Just, have us in your earbuds if you want to do. And it's also a benefit show for Feeding America. So if you could please come on. The link is in the PCP group. And come join us, and please donate if you can.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun.
That is awesome. That is a lot of fun. We have a lot of awesome things going on. More reason why you should be a PCP fan. So if you haven't gone to our YouTube and subscribed, do so. If you haven't gone to our Facebook group, do so. I don't know how you found us if you weren't on our Facebook group. Maybe you saw a link on someone's Facebook and was like, "What the heck is this?" Ew, turned it off, but turned it back on because you're like, "I believe in new things." All right. So this has been Stream War Pros. Okay, I'm Nardo.
I'm Gia and I'm coughing.
And I'm David.
It's like Joan Rivers. Remember her intro? She's like, "I'm Joan Rivers and I'm exhausted."
Did yes.
I just watched that today with Denise. It's so funny. Her birthday was yesterday. Rest in peace, Joan Rivers.
R.I.P.
Yes.
Always and forever.
Yes.
David,
and
you
then
have to
well,
die.
what I was gonna say for next time, because our audience wants to know when we're gonna be back. It would be, I believe, on the 24th of June, last Thursday of the month.
Yes,
We will,
that's the last Thursday of the month, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
We will reconvene, but we will be
Again,
back in June, so stay tuned.
Definitely,
Yes.
and I think you're going to see a lot more promo hits. We promise. Now that we have a format down and we're getting somewhat better at this, we'll start to hit we'll start to hit those promos hard, right? Those promos as
Yes.
much as we can. So,
Yes.
it's been real, it's been live, and hey, you know what? If you need it, guys, you can have my login.
Yes, need to log in. Let
All
us.
right. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.